As we celebrate Independence Day and the homegrown talented voices of Los Angeles, Grant Park and the Music Center would like to respectfully acknowledge the first people of this ancestral territory. We recognize the Gabrieleño Tongva, Fernandeño Tatavia, and Ventureño Chumash, who are all an active part of the Los Angeles community and culture. Grant Park and the Music Center take a moment to reflect. For decades, Los Angeles has been a home for a diversity of expression. And today, we're exploring the sights and sounds of LA to showcase the brilliance of Los Angeles and why Grant Park is such a pillar in the community. From music to visual arts, to culinary masters and activists calling for change. This is Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party, Home Edition, featuring actor and LA legend Danny Trejo, Poet Laureate Luis J. Rodriguez, soul singer Amindi, punk ranchera San Cha, famed art activist Shepard Fairey, award-winning muralist Jules Muck, Inglewood's own D Smoke, and many more. All brought to you by ABC7's Adrian Alpert, Eric Resendiz, Sophie Flay, Ashley Mackey, and Colleen Sullivan.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party Home Edition. I'm Colleen Sullivan, and I am honored to represent the ABC7 family as we celebrate Independence Day social distance style. Happy 4th of July. Year after year, Grant Park and the Music Center curate an amazing 4th of July block party in the heart of downtown Los Angeles with over 50,000 attendees. But this year, our celebration is a little different. For the next hour, LA chefs, visual artists, and musicians are allowing us into their homes and studios as they reflect on their local roots. And throughout the show, some of our ABC7 family will be joining us as we celebrate the heart and soul of Los Angeles through arts, food, culture, and community. So let's get into Grant Park and why it's the park for everyone.
Happy 4th of July from me and all the team here at Grant Park. Los Angeles is known as a giant metropolis without a center. But here in the heart of downtown LA in Grant Park, we are at the center. Grant Park is the heart and soul of LA because this is where millions of Angelinos come together to dance, to watch their kids play, to ring in the new year, to take a moment of refuge, to take a walk and take a deep breath, to come together in peaceful protest, to enjoy all of the amazing artists in Los Angeles, to eat good food and share picnic tips with each other. This is our park. Unfortunately, right now, we can't be together to celebrate on the lawn, but the park remains an open green space, welcoming for everyone, and we look forward to a time when we can come back together around events and programs and holiday celebrations with all of you. We want to extend our thanks to the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors for all of their support of Grant Park throughout the years, especially on today, 4th of July, our Independence Day.
We're going to get our 4th of July block party started with 3 lady DJs and Angelinos who love their LA roots and are ready to kick off the 4th of July holiday.
My name is Samantha Duenas. I DJ and sing under the name So Super Sam. I'm from Los Angeles, born and raised, and currently residing.
My name is DJ Sizzle Fantastic, and my LA is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, drinking a michelada, listening to cumbias, oldies, salsa, merengue, reggaeton, and funk.
My name is DJ Funky Caramelo, and my LA is sunny, diverse, and communal.
Even during these times of social distancing, Samantha reflects on what 4th of July means to her.
4th of July is all food. Like, it's just a... When I think about 4th of July, I'm thinking about ribs. I am thinking about corn on the cob. I am thinking about watermelon and like really crispy cold fruit. So it's a day for me to eat.
Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party Home Edition is just getting started. In a minute, we have a performance by singer Amindi, the artistry of Patrick Martinez, and later on, D Smoke takes the stage. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Hilda El Solis, Los Angeles County Supervisor for the 1st District, which includes Grant Park, the heart and soul of LA County. This warm and inviting space provides both a place and a reason for Angelenos to come together to experience and appreciate the many traditions and cultures of LA County. And over the past several weeks, I've been so inspired and supportive of the peaceful actions taking place out at Grand Park. As LA County continues on its roadmap to recovery, we may be tempted to think that COVID-19 is no longer a threat. You have met the crisis with your kindness of your fellow neighbors and communities. And with that, please enjoy the show. Que disfruten y muchas gracias.
My earliest memory of 4th of July is sitting on my dad's shoulders at a fireworks show. There's a Motown cover band playing, San Fernando Valley. It's about 100 degrees out. Summertime, barbecue, good tunes, the neighborhood coming together.
Yeah, definitely. The 4th of July is absolutely the kickoff of summer. That's when summer starts. Pool parties, fireworks, hanging out somewhere fun where you can get a good view of the fireworks, delicious barbecue, being around your friends and your family, and just kind of being a little bit free.
Welcome back to Grand Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party, Home Edition. I'm Ashley Mackey, and the ABC7 family is celebrating the essence of this holiday, the LA way. Happy 4th, everyone. We're in the heart of downtown LA at the beautiful Grand Park. Now we're gonna hear from a Jamaican-American singer/rapper whose breakout single, Pine and Ginger, put her on the map just 3 years ago. She's a LA native with a distinct sound and flavor all on her own. Here's Amindi.
That you just know when another soul is broken. It's always kind of funny how you find out how they coping. So he asked me how I'm coping, and I asked him if he noticed. I said, listen boy, I'm focused. I said, me I drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan and thing, but me no play that. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan and thing, but me no play that. And my rum and not his sorrow. And my fi drink away I'm sorrow. I guess men not care about tomorrow. I guess I'm not care about tomorrow. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me fi wine for anything, but me no play that. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me fi wine for anything, but me no play that. And my fi rum and not his sorrow. And my fi drink away I'm sorrow. I guess I'm not care about tomorrow. I guess me not care about tomorrow. Me I divine with the ginger. Split like time, gal I get injured. Miss right, why never you linger? Move quick like Jackie Chan Ninja. When me in ya, me tell life the wine pan the wine pan the wine pan the thing. Crime for the crime for the crime for the king. But all now me I sing, me I appreciate the move from my drink. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan the thing, but me no play that. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan the thing, but me no play that. And my the rum and not his sorrow, and my fi drink away I'm sorry. I guess I'm not care about tomorrow. I guess me not care about tomorrow. Me I drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan the thing, but me no play that. And my drink pine and ginger, and want me for wine pan the thing, but me no play that. And my fi rum and not his sorrow, and my fi drink away I'm sorry. I guess I'm not care about tomorrow. I guess me not care about tomorrow.
Our next artist is an international muralist who expresses her freedom through painting. Recently, she has poured her heart into several Kobe and Gianna Bryant memorial murals around LA, including a very popular piece at Pickford Market. She paints under the alias of Muck Rock, and today, Jules Muck is sharing her love of visual art with us.
Most of the art that I do is out in the street, all over LA, but concentrated, I guess, in Venice, because I live here. But I have to say, it's embraced me more than any other place I've ever lived. So every now and then, I just go outside, I meet people. Sometimes people ask me to come paint, and that happened, you know, when Kobe passed, there was so many people that asked me to do murals. I think I did 9 rest in peace murals for him.
Jules Muck has a heart for people, and her work is driven by a need for freedom and imagining a better world, just like her parents.
Well, for me, I found Venice, I found LA, and I fell in love. And this is the first place that I've ever wanted to stay. This is the first place that I've ever been like, I love it here.
Jules Muck's artistry has allowed her to see the lives and struggles of other people, whose stories she can elevate through her work.
that's what I try to do, just, you know, shake it up. Make sure that voices get out there that need to be represented and images that need to be represented. And I try to be a voice for the people in my community and the people that I meet when I travel. I paint for them, and I really just love to paint. So the fact that I can paint and be of service is just a blessing.
Our next guest was the 2014 Los Angeles Poet Laureate, who is also a novelist, journalist, and poet. Here's native Chicano writer Luis J. Rodriguez.
I love LA. I can't forget its smells. I love to make love in LA. It's a great city, a city without a handle, the world's most mixed metropolis of intolerance and divisions. How I love it, how I hate it. Suit riots, can't stay away, city of hungers, city of angers, Ruben Salazar, Rodney King. I like to kick its face in. Bone City, dried blood on walls, wildfires, taunting dove whales, car fumes and oil derricks, water thievery, with every industry possible and still a one industry town, lined by those majestic palm trees and like its people, with solid roots, supple trunks, resilient.
Welcome back to Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party, Home Edition. Since 2013, Grant Park has been dedicated to sharing LA stories and showcasing LA talent with the 4th of July Block Party. This year's no different, so instead of you coming to us, we're coming to you. Let's check out some Angelinos who are letting us in on how they celebrate 4th of July.
Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Alpert, and this is Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party, Home Edition. What a way to celebrate America's Independence Day. All hour long, the ABC7 family is here to showcase some of LA County's finest in arts, music, food, and culture, and bring the 4th of July Block Party and Independence Day right into your home. Next, we're going to spotlight a visual artist from San Gabriel Valley whose love of hip-hop culture has informed his artistry and the wide range of his works, from painting to ceramics to the creation of his Peachy Folder series inspired by 1940s stationery. Patrick Martinez does it all. Take a look at how Patrick fuses art and activism in his creations.
My name is Patrick Martinez. I'm a Los Angeles-based artist. The piece behind me is an updated Peachy Folder. The traditional Peachy Folders that people are used to are kind of idealized American high school scenes of scholastic sports. I switched and updated the scene, so cop chasing the kid, kid getting harassed on a cop car, stuff like that.
With a passion for people, Patrick puts his own spin on making classic images real, relatable, and inclusive. His work is featured in many collections, including the Los Angeles County Museum of Art and the Smithsonian National Museum of African American Art and Culture.
We're now seeing the portraits of the people that have been, really modern day lynched. And some of them are very young. And so I wanted to update these scenes for America.
Our next guest puts a spin on Los Angeles flavor with her culinary skills and love for the City of Angels.
I'm Susan Feniger, and this is My LA.
Susan Feniger is a world-renowned chef, TV star, author, and philanthropist. With 5 published cookbooks, a lengthy run on her hit show, Too Hot Tamales, and several restaurants to her name, Susan Feniger reveals how her family's 4th of July traditions have inspired her.
I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, so for me, 4th of July is humid, hot weather, mosquitoes, fireworks, watermelon, for sure.
Susan's love for cooking started very naturally when she moved to LA in the 1990s.
I think the thing that influenced me the most living in LA was how incredible the produce and the ability to get produce. When we first started in LA, literally there was one farmer's market that happened, a week. Now there's probably 20 a day that happen.
Even with her impressive career, Susan still finds herself drawn to community efforts, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And during the quarantine, one of the things that's been really incredible for me is I'm on the board of the Los Angeles LGBT Center, and we have been able to keep all of our employees, all of the people who work for the center, employed throughout that, continuing services. So I think that's been so impressive, and the work that's being done through the whole quarantine, through the center, for me has been very inspirational.
Our next guest is an LA icon whose critically acclaimed acting roles have solidified his status as a West Coast legend.
My name is Danny Trejo. I'm from all of Los Angeles. Been all over this place. Love it. I grew up here. I was born in LA, raised, and hit the street, ran the streets. I've been every street in Los Angeles, I think. I've eaten at every taco joint. There it is. Late at night, 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. So the culture of Los Angeles, the way it's changed, I think that more people are actually realizing that we can do anything. You know, we don't no longer have to just be inmate number one or the mean Chicano dude. You know, we can work in this business any way we want.
Even though he spent some time behind bars in his early days, Danny naturally found his way to the big screen and transformed his life.
Well, I had no ambition to be an actor, really. I kind of grew up on the streets through the Department of Corrections, and I came out and I dedicated my life to helping other people in my community. And by chance, I was trying to be an extra, you know, working for $50 a movie. I became a drug counselor, and one of the kids I was working with got me interested in being an extra, because it was just an extra $50. You just hang around and the easy 50. I love the 4th of July. It's the fact that you all men created equal. We're all here. We better all learn how to get along, because if we keep going the way we're going, we ain't got long on this earth. My LA is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. I've been all over the world thanks to my career, and boy, I'll tell you, there's no place like home. And you know, once you live in this city, you love it.
I'm Supervisor Catherine Barger. It is an honor to wish families across LA County a very happy 4th of July. Grand Park and the Music Center always host such an incredible celebration for our communities. I'm glad we can still enjoy the annual block party. Even though our festivities look different this year, we have even more to celebrate. Since we're spending this holiday at home, it makes the stories we're sharing even more personal and meaningful. In our communities, we know our unity and diversity make us special and make us stronger. To everyone in LA County, I hope you have a safe, happy, and healthy 4th of July.
Grant Park is a park for everyone, diverse cultures and communities alike. This year's 4th of July block party is meeting Angelenos at home to find out how they celebrate Independence Day.
To me, 4th of July is a day where, you know, it's recognized as like a national holiday, but for me, it's time to spend time with my family, just hang out with them and bond with them and eat some food and take the ride out, go low riding. Usually there's like a cruise on that day, so we'll bust out the rides and go cruising with, you know, the low riding community, and you know, everybody just posts up and throws a barbecue somewhere or something like that, but nothing like that's going on now. I'm just kicking it at the pad with the family and, you know, enjoying the kids.
Hi everyone, I'm back to bring you more of Grand Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party Home Edition. We are spotlighting the best and brightest talents from Los Angeles County. And our next guest is a major star on the rise. D Smoke is an Inglewood lyricist who comes from a family of talented musicians. He graduated from UCLA and became a Spanish and music theory teacher at Inglewood High School. And after years of doing music on the side, he hit it big as the winner on the rap competition series Rhythm and Flow and released his debut album, Black Habits, this past February. This bilingual musician has connected the masses through his powerful lyrics, and now it's time to get to know more about D Smoke.
I've gone out to some of the peaceful protests, And it was a beautiful demonstration of unity, you know, people of all colors. And I would have to say we were far outnumbered by other communities, you know, which is a good thing, you know, because it's not only our fight to fight. It shouldn't be us fighting against everybody else. It should be everybody who stands for what's right fighting alongside us. And I think that's what I witnessed when I went out there to L.A.
Skateboarder turned filmmaker Mikey Alfred shows us L.A. his way.
My name's Mikey Alfred. I'm born and raised in North Hollywood, and I could always talk about what I do, but I like to lead with why I do it. And I believe in skateboarding, I believe in cinema, I believe in pushing skateboarding to places that it hasn't been before. You know, I believe in redefining what it means to be a skater. I'm a film director. My debut feature film is called North Hollywood. It'll be out later this year. I own a company called Illegal Civilization. We make clothes and skate videos, and we call ourselves the first teen movie studio because everything we do is for teenagers.
Mikey Alfred is a multi-talented creative who found his passion at an early age through his love of skateboarding, music, and film.
So I started filming skateboarding when I was 10, and that led me to filming musicians on tour. And then that led to producing my first feature film, which was mid-90s. That led to me being able to direct my first feature film, which is North Hollywood. I've always felt inspired by North Hollywood, whether it was the church, St. Charles, whether it was the skate park, but then even just in my house growing up, you know, my parents had really great art up, and, you know, then my favorite directors became like Billy Wilder, Martin Scorsese, L.A. Kazan. I love Spike Lee, love Ryan Coogler. So for me, John Singleton's impact is all about the stories that he told and the lives that he put on screen that had never been on screen in that way before. You know, the characters that are in Boys in the Hood, he was able to portray a new version of Black life that we haven't seen before his films.
For decades, Grant Park has been a gathering place for peaceful demonstrations. From the Women's March to the Black Lives Matter rallies, people have showcased their freedom, just like this youth poet, Zoe Brogdon, performing her original poem, Melanin.
Melanin. Is it scary?
To me, the dark is beauty and acceptance. But to the world, simply put, it's terrifying. Why am I a threat? Is it because my skin, my grace, my culture holds more power than the whip you crack over our backs as you tell us to build you the world? Why are you kneeling on our necks? Is it because if we breathe, our toxic words will infect your soul and show you the truth? I can't breathe. My throat is closing. My body is limp. But you don't care. All because my skin is the same color as the thing you were afraid of as a child. The dark.
Freedom of speech, religion, and the right to assemble are First Amendment protections under the United States Constitution. It is the bedrock of American civil liberties. Grant Park has been and will continue to be a place of peaceful protest and expression. As we have witnessed with the Black Lives Matter protests around the world, the City of Angels is lending its strong voice in the struggle for peace and justice. Angelinos are raising their voices in peaceful unison to demand reform, justice, and equality.
Well, it's about time I joined the block party. I'm Eric Resendiz, and I'm thrilled to be here for the Grant Park and the Music Center's 4th of July block party Home Edition. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Our next duo knows all about combining culture and catering to serve flavorful meals. Known for their birria de res, or braised beef, the owners of Cerda Vega have taken their love of tacos and evolved their taco truck business one LA stop at a time. Let's hear from this couple who serves up some of the best tacos around town.
Hello, we're Lorenzo. I'm Danny. We are from North Hollywood, California, and we own Cerda Vega food truck. We started, in 2016.
Since opening their food truck to customers, Cerda Vega has coined themselves home of the Mexican French dip and has traveled all over LA, from the Forum in Inglewood to the beloved Grant Park.
We have participated in Grant Park, and we love the community there. It was one of the first, that was like our biggest event that we had done prior to this. We launched in May of 2019 as a food truck, and then we got invited to participate in New Year's Eve at Grant Park, and that was the most amazing experience ever.
With that in mind, the guys of Cerda Vega are excited to celebrate Independence Day.
4th of July represents us. It represents America. It represents every race that comes here. Together as one, we can continue to be good and celebrate America and celebrate our country, because it is still a country of great opportunities.
My LA is my life, because I live here, and my new city.
My LA is full of tacos, full of pride, and full of love.
With the community in transition due to the global pandemic and protests, people of color seek understanding and harmony in many ways. The women who preserve the legacy of the Chinese American Museum share their heritage and experience.
My name is Gay Yuan, and I'm the president of the board of the Chinese American Museum.
Gay Yuan has been an educator for the last 50 years and focuses on sharing the history of Chinese Americans.
You're at the Chinese American Museum in Los Angeles. We're located right across the street from Union Station. The mission is not only to teach the generations of Chinese in America, but also to tell the story of the Chinese American history from the 1850s onward to everyone else. And the fact that we've been here for a long time, we're Americans, and we ain't going anywhere, right? We ain't going anywhere.
So my name is Paula Madison. My Chinese name is Lo Xiaona. I am the granddaughter of a Hakka Chinese businessman.
Paula Madison has a unique vantage point on history and identity coming from Jamaican and Hakka Chinese heritage.
I'm the first vice president of the Chinese American Museum of Los Angeles. Protesters in the street in support of Black Lives Matter, police, and institutions understand that there has always been disparate treatment. Just as people who hail from Germany or Italy or France, whose families have been here 2 generations, 3 generations, I know Chinese Americans whose families have been here for 4 generations. We're Americans too.
Our next guests, Park's Finest, brings light to their community with Filipino-inspired barbecue and meals to take care of our healthcare workers and first responders in the LA area.
So I'm Christine Arakel Concordia.
I'm John Eric Concordia.
And we're part of the Park's Finest, where we do American cuts of barbecue with Filipino flavor.
And we do the Feed the Frontliners project, where we feed frontliners and first responders our food. So we're here in downtown Los Angeles, Echo Park, historic Filipino town.
The Feed the Frontliners project, it came about just with when we identified a need for healthcare workers who were having a hard time during the beginning of the pandemic in terms of just getting a meal in during the day. And some healthcare workers were coming in here and expressed to us how difficult it was for them, and we wanted to be able to help. So we called on the community to contribute to plates for healthcare workers in the beginning, and it caught on, and we were able to get a lot of sponsorships from the community to take care of folks. it was a community coming together and being there for each other that was able to carry us through and find a way through, bridge us through this.
It's very important for us as a community to represent Los Angeles. Los Angeles took care of us. Everything that is the park's finest is everything you love about Los Angeles, and it is our job and our duty to make sure that we take care of everybody, all city, all county. And to do so, we need everybody's help. We need everybody to just do the right thing, to be kind, to be fair, to voice our concerns if things are falling apart and wrong, and then do everything we can to make sure that everybody stays alive in 2020.
Happy 4th of July. This is Grand Park, a special place in the whole county of Los Angeles. Rich cultural history, long-lasting legacies, right here. Come join us. Happy 4th of July.
Welcome back to Grand Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party Home Edition. Since the 4th of July Block Party started in 2013, Grand Park has showcased art, culture, and community in all its forms. From the first-year headliners of Ethio Cali, La Marisol, and Banda Oaxaqueña to today's artists, Grand Park honors the voices of our community, especially on 4th of July.
Grand Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party continues as we celebrate freedom through expression, through arts, food, and community. This is exactly what makes me proud to be an Angelino.
Hello, KABC7. We are Ginger Root, and we're here to play some music for you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the music.
Ginger Root. Go to grandparkla.org or Grand Park's YouTube channel to check out the full performance.
That sentiment brings us right to our next performer, who is a singer-songwriter who's known for her powerful performances. She mixes punk and Latin flavor into her music and celebrates what it means to be a queer Latinx woman. Here is Sancha.
For more with Sancha, go to grandparkla.org or Grand Park's YouTube channel to check out the full performance.
Welcome back to Grand Park and the Music Center's 4th of July Block Party Home Edition. I'm Sophie Flay, here to celebrate with you and the rest of our ABC7 family as we bring you homegrown LA flavor that represents just about every corner of LA. We are so excited to celebrate the 4th of July by honoring artistic freedom in all its forms. Our next visual artist is a graphic designer, activist, and founder of Obey Clothing, who became internationally known through a sticker campaign that went from street art to a revolutionary statement. Through the years, he's transformed his love of skateboard culture to create pieces that spark social conversation. We experience activism through his visual work. And now it's time to hear from Shepard Ferry.
I'm Shepard Ferry. I live in Los Feliz. My studio is in Echo Park, and I'm an artist, graphic designer, and activist. I got started as an artist, I guess, like a lot of people, just drawing when I was a little kid and enjoying translating what I was looking at, whether it was a photo or a still life, into something that looked like that when I was young. And, just improving technically was exciting for me. But then I got into skateboarding and punk rock when I was 14, and that kind of opened my eyes to different ways to use art. Art is such a beautiful way to create conversations and enrich people's lives. What's been going on in LA with the protests has been really inspiring to me, because I've been making artwork about police abuse of power and racial injustice for actually almost 30 years. So we've seen a critical mass over the last few weeks that's been so inspiring, and it's been culturally, racially, economically diverse. And I really think the mandate for change is something we're witnessing history happen, and I couldn't be happier about it.